with the right direction, we can help them out, Randy.
Most definitely, unless it is so severe that you need to be put on medication, we can pretty much help and, clear it right up. The only problem, the only kind of acne that we can't help is cystic acne, and that's the kind where, it's unpoppable. It's just a big red sore bump, and only those can be helped by prescriptions or, injections from a doctor. So that's the only kind we can't help.
Wow.
Everything else, we're good.
Yeah, the Duo Peel, which, no other company like TLC has anything close to that Duo Peel. For instance, this young lady right here, she was suffering with this acne for quite a while, and she started using this regimen of the Pomica, the Duo, and the oil, and you can get amazing results right there. So
yeah,
we always recommend somebody should do at least 2 boxes of the Duo Peel. In each box is a minimum of 4 peels. You're probably going to get 5 or 6, but you can also do spot treating with the new packaging. I'm going to click on to I'm going to click onto my page to see if I have her photos there.
All the photos that we're looking at right now look phenomenal. I mean, even though
and I have more on my page.
Yeah, I think somebody shared that to our page. Hopefully we can find that real quick.
Yeah.
That is something else.
Yeah, well, everybody can enjoy looking at our photos.
There she is.
There she is. Well, we need to find one with the after
with an
photo.
after. Well, here's definitely a before.
Okay.
A during. That's a during.
This is a during. And so something like this that you see, this type of scabbing, this is something common that you would actually see from a very strong chemical peel. So if you ever go to a dermatologist or
or plastic surgeon,
a spa or plastic surgeon, and you went for a very deep chemical peel, this is how you would expect to look for the next couple of weeks. So in her case, her getting this burn like this and then treating it immediately. Here's her after picture.
Wow.
With her treating it immediately, it really worked out. She probably has, and I told her this. She probably has better skin now, and she agreed that the burn, how it was very terrifying, but the results that she's gotten using the oil afterwards, her skin is in better shape now. So,
wow, that's amazing. That is amazing.
It is.
And as I look at that, I was like, wow, because I remember looking at the before and after picture there, and I actually found it, but I'm trying to send it to you on Messenger to see if it'll work.
Okay, I got the message pulled up right now.
Let me see if I can get to mine. If not, let's see. No, my phone's not acting correctly today. So what I'll do is let me try to send it to my Facebook. Maybe that'll work.
Okay.
So I just got back into. Okay, here we go. I'm going to see if I can send this to you. There we go. I just popped it over to your Facebook, and it should be in your inbox right now.
Yep, I got it right here.
there we go.
So, where did it go here?
Oh, you just had it up.
There it goes.
There.
So does everybody see this picture right here?
Wow.
This was within a matter of probably 3 weeks period of time.
Beautiful.
And I mean, she has a glow about her skin now in the second photo here. It's unbelievable. And she was so happy, and she was so delighted that these products worked for her, that she actually joined with her cousin into TLC.
That's amazing. Wow, that is amazing.
Well, she definitely has some testimonials to share.
Yeah.
So what we can do right now is let's go to our lines here. We're going to go to the webinar, and we're going to click on Benita. Benita, you have your hand raised. You have a question?
Randy, I'm sorry. My hand keeps raising on its own. And I'm holding the mouse over it just so it'll stay down, but I'll type my question in.
Okay, all right. So you can ask it right now. Do you have a question you want to ask or no?
No, I'm good right now. Thank you.
All right. No problem. We're going to go ahead and go down to our next person here. And again, if you guys are on the online webinar, if you have a question, you can go ahead and click on the raise your hand button. If you have a microphone, if you don't have a microphone, it will not work. So we'll go ahead and try that. Let's see. Cindy, I believe we sent you a PIN code, but I don't know if you've got it or not, that it will allow you to speak because your phone is off. So you may want to try to see if you have a microphone on your computer. Let's go back down here further, and we're going to go down, and we've got Keith. Keith, if I see a microphone signal, what kind of question do you have there, Keith? Keith, are you there? Well, he had his microphone on. He may have walked away. Let's try Kimberly now. Kimberly, welcome to our live talk with TLC. Call, do you have a question that you have there for Kevin or Jennifer? And they also, same thing, they have their hands raised, but no microphone signal. So you may want to check, maybe your microphone guys are not on. We'll try one more person. Natalie here. Welcome to our talk.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, Natalie. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Great. What kind of question do you have?
I have I was born with the back of my legs by my ankles really rough, and it's been like that since I was born, and I was wondering which product can I use, the Emu or the Palmico?
I would use them both, to be honest. Definitely the emu oil to help soften the skin there, and you can either use the exfolia or the peel,
Okay.
get some of that dead skin buildup down. I mean, are you dealing with like psoriasis or something like that?
No, it's just really dry.
Just really
It
dry.
doesn't peel or anything, it's just really dry.
So you really do, you need to get some sort of physical exfoliation happening.
Correct. I would definitely go with the exfolia. Use it up to 3-4 times a week on your legs. You can also use it as a mask by applying it and then letting it dry for 10 to 15 minutes.
But yeah, you would definitely want to do both.
And then definitely apply the ISO oil twice a day for sure.
Yep, yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have any other questions?
Yes. In fact, what we're going to do right now is we're going to check the phone lines. If you guys are listening over the phone lines with us, *6 will unmute you. State your name and where you're calling from. And it should be in that mode. Apparently, we don't have any questions on the phone line. Go right ahead, Kenny Armstrong.
Is the emu oil, does it have ostrich oil in it?
No.
No, that's a totally different animal there.
There are some
Okay.
versions where they are cutting the emu oil with other types of oils. Ostrich is one of them, olive oil, vegetable oil. They'll do anything to cut it down and try to cheapen it because it's a commodity. It's got a little bit of a price to it. But ours is only 100% pure certified. You don't need to worry about anything in that bottle other than pure certified emu oil. So it's perfectly safe for you, inside and out,
Inside and out for all ages, from
head to toe.
newborns to
Senior?
seniors, anywhere on or in the body. Excuse me. It will also help to lower your cholesterol. It'll help with sore throats if you ingest it. Mouth sores, tooth pain,
Teeth ache, yeah.
any joints, muscles, scratches, abrasions,
Bruising.
anything that gets on your skin that shouldn't be there is the emu oil is going to help it out.
Yeah.
It's great for pain. A little bit rubbed on a sore muscle or a stiff joint is equivalent to taking 2 ibuprofens. So it's an amazing product. It's a signature product from a skincare line from TLC.
Mm-hmm.
And it's helped so many people. I mean, this is the product, the ISO oil is the product of all products, that can share the most testimonials.
Definitely.
So,
Incredible.
Well,
And
thank
it
you.
comes in sample size.
and we have it in the
So
new
you can
sample
share the
size.
love.
They come in a 5-pack, and they are 5 for $25. So, that's a great tool to have for either, trying to get a new customer to try a product or to invite a new business partner along with you. These are just great tools. Also, they're good to keep in your pocket or take with you on the road. So
Yeah, and don't be concerned if you live in like a really hot weather, if it turns into like almost like a yellowy clear looking oil. That's just in its melted state. Once it gets into a cooler environment, it will solidify more so again, or you can put it in your refrigerator. But we've had some people ask, oh, it's a little bit oily, but you know, that's because it was
from
just
the heat.
shipping. It's just heat.
Yes.
It is perfect. No
If you have
worries.
2 bottles and if you have extra emu oil, put it in your refrigerator.
You can even freeze it
You
indefinitely.
can freeze it, put it in the refrigerator. It's going to help make it last longer. It's going to keep it fresher.
Yeah. You'll suspend it if you freeze it.
Yeah. So, you know, just an unbelievable product. So I might as well talk about, a lot of people have asked the question, and how do we obtain the emu oil? Okay. The emu, the bird itself, is a vitamin-rich bird. It is harvested for its vitamin-enriched meat. Okay, the byproduct of the emu oil is the fat. That's where the oil comes from. It's made from the fat of the bird. Our particular oil goes through a double refining process to make it 100% pure. And it also, if you've ever noticed the little blue sticker on the bottle, that's a batch number. That means we can track that oil from the farm it came from.
Right, and that's from the American Emu Association, that batch number, because every single batch is tested to make sure that it meets all the requirements that you know, the emu oil should have. Because, you know, sometimes they don't, and then they're pitched. So you know that this is just spot on, as good as it can get.
It is the very best. And also, we are a licensed bottler for the American Emu Association. So there's not a whole lot of licensed bottlers, you know, that can say that, and we happen to be one of them. We bottle a lot of this stuff. Let me tell you. I mean, it's in the tens of thousands a month. So we go through a lot of this product.
That is incredible. Thank you so much for that, guys, and hopefully that answered your question. Guys, I'm going to go over here, and then we're going to have Alexander bring up some of the type questions. Then we've got Kevin also on the list. Kevin Robinson, you have a question? Yes, we can, my friend.
Q&A session started.
Hello.
How are you, Kevin? Nice name. That's right. Okay. Okay.
So, that sounds like you're dealing with possibly eczema or maybe psoriasis, and they're both kind of hand in hand, have a lot of similar itchy, irritating features. Definitely, you know, back again to the emu oil. I mean, it's like, it's a savior for so many skin irritations because it's antibacterial, it's anti-inflammatory, and it calms things like itching and stinging and burning. So that, you know, I would apply that just as needed. You know, 1 pump on your arm.
Make sure your arm is clean all the time too.
Yes.
Did you say it bothers you more when it's hot outside and
which
you're
makes
sweating?
me think psoriasis.
Right. Okay. So bottom line is, okay, I get the problem as well if I wear a hat. Like, let's say I'm outside working or whatever the case may be. If I'm wearing a hat and I'm sweating, I start to get that feeling in my hairline from the hat where I'm sweating. And there's times where I've worn a hat for 2-3 days in a row or whatever, and I've noticed getting the red blotchy areas. And what I think it is seborrheic dermatitis, which I have, but I control it through cleansing my face every day, twice a day, and using the IASA oil twice a day.
Yeah, buildup of dirt, yeah.
But you definitely want to clean it as much as possible, and also apply the oil to it as often as you can. And it should relieve the pain or any of the itching, the redness, and the pain that comes along from the itching. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks a lot, Kevin Robinson. We appreciate it.
Muted.
And now we're going to go to our typed-in questions. Alexander, can you entertain some of those for us?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. The first one I see someone's asking, let's see, will you have a hand cream for baby boomers?
A hand cream or a body lotion?
Yes.
It's been in the discussion. We've discussed it with headquarters plenty of times. I think it will be in the works. You know, at this time, they only offer so many products at a time. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we can't come out with 3, 4, 5 products at once. You know, every 3, 4, 5 months we're launching a new product.
Right. But now, what are the specific problems on the hands? Are we talking about spotting, or are we just talking about loose, crepey type skin?
I don't know because I wasn't the one asking the question, so I'm not
Okay.
sure which.
I'm going to assume, because usually when people start worried about, I mean, you can put a face cream on your hand. I mean, you're
Absolutely.
talking at targeted peptides and things. You can do the peel on your hands, especially if they're talking about pigmentation, which they probably are. They call them like liver spots or age spots. Definitely you can do a peel once a week and use like the Sol or the Luna. Both of those are going to help improve the skin tone and the skin texture immensely, actually. I mean, it doesn't have to be a targeted treatment, though, yeah, we would like to do something like that. But if you want the anti-aging peptides and things like that, then, you know, don't think of it as just a face cream. I mean, it's an anti-aging cream wherever you need it.
So 2 different reasons people would want a hand cream. A anti-aging reason, where Jennifer mentioned the spots and the wrinkling and stuff like that, or B, dry skin. Okay, so for the dry skin, we can go right back to the aso oil. We could also mix with a little bit of Sol. We probably wouldn't want to use too much of the day cream or night cream on our hands because, you know, it is only a 1 ounce bottle and you'd probably go through it pretty quickly. But I would definitely recommend the aso oil for dry hands and anti-aging. The oil is also great for anti-aging. So,
well, yeah, for the, you know, I'm glad you brought that up, because for the thinning skin, which happens as you age, emo oil is a natural skin thickener.
Mm-hmm.
So that will definitely help, you know, to thicken the areas where the veins are becoming prominent and things like that.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's great. Alexander, we've got 2 callers.
Also, sorry, Randy. Also, people, you can exfoliate your hands with the exfolia.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, you can use that also as a mask on your hands. Like, all these products are so versatile that you can use them for so many different things. Like the eye cream, it's meant for your eyes, but if you ran out of your day cream or your night cream, could you put your eye cream on your whole face? Absolutely. Could you put your Sol or your Luna on your eyes? Absolutely. So even though that they are targeted for specific things, they will still work for multi-uses.
Skin. It's
all for your skin. Nothing is going to hurt you in this line. The duo peel, yeah, you have to be careful with that and use it for the allotted amount of time. But that's about it. Everything else is so versatile, you can use it everywhere.
Yep.
Perfect. And for those of you that are on the webinar, if you don't have a microphone, you can always dial into our line 712-432-0075 with the access code of 932069, and then press *6. That's going to put you in our question and answer mode. We've got 3 questions holding over there right now. We'll deliver one of them, and then we'll jump back to the type questions. If your number ends in 8328, you are now live. Go ahead and state your name and where you're calling from.
Marvin Mitchell, Indianapolis, Indiana.
How you doing, Marvin?
Hey, Kevin. I want to thank you for letting me in the group on Facebook. But my question tonight is that my daughter, she has a lot of scratch marks, and I didn't know to order the emu oil or what oil because she's very, very distraught about her stomach area with the scratches from the baby, and she was wondering what she can use to help remove those, you know, scratches.
You mean stretch marks?
Basically, yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so again, let's go back to the oil. The oil is going to be great for reducing the appearance of stretch marks, softening the skin. But, you know, we do have, you know, our brand new product coming up right here, which is the Slim R, which should be available by the, next month sometime.
That is definitely for stretch marks and tightening up loose skin and helping to burn, helping
Cellulite.
to burn the cellulite away. And I mean, this is going to be something that she's going to love. So this is something that she's going to want to put on every day. She can put the emu oil on top of that, push it deeper into the skin, more hydrating. And if she likes, I think it'd be a really super idea, depending on how deep her stretch marks are, is to do the duo peel as well. I recommend the peel all the time on the stretch marks, because what they are is they're scars, and we have to kind of, gently exfoliate and, thicken the rest of the skin to fade them back a little bit. And by using one or two or all three of these products, she's going to see a huge change in her skin.
Yeah, so this product right here, we've been working on for well over a year. In fact, we probably started working on it close to 2 years ago. We tested on it for over a year, and we managed to make this cream, this body toner cream, for stretch marks, cellulite, fat burning. You can use this on your arms, your buttocks, your stomach, your hips, your legs, your chin.
Wow.
This is going to
wherever
be
you need
something that you can put all over your body wherever you need it. This works excellent with like a wrap situation, like a plastic wrap.
I think they're coming up with something.
I think TLC might be coming up with a wrap that goes to this, just a
something to hold the cream in, keep
something
it
to
nice
hold the
and
cream
nice.
in. But this also will work, great with the plastic wrap or the garments, or both. So if you're a lady who's wearing the garments, you could put this on your body, put your garment over top of it, or put the plastic wrap over top of that,
Yeah.
and then your garment, and go about your day. If you can't wear the garment or you can't wear the plastic, then you can wear this all on its own. This was designed to wear on its own, okay? But the bonus of it is it's going to work even better when it's wrapped or with a garment. So,
Right.
and we put everything into one lotion here. We didn't create 3 different products to hit 3 different target areas. We put it all together.
Wow.
We could have easily have come out with 3 different products for this with 3 different prices and sold all 3 of them, but who wants to do all that? This
Right.
one time, one shot, here it is,
And I think,
twice a day.
this is going to go way past even just being the slimming product too, because just the ingredients in here are so good for your skin. You're going to want to put it all over. It's going to be good for things like psoriasis and eczema, just because of a couple of specific ingredients in there. So I think people are going to really, really love this. And she's going to love this as soon as it comes out. But until it comes out, emu oil for sure. And, like I said, that peel would be great as well for stimulating new collagen growth.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, I'm excited. That is powerful. That is amazing. Wow, what a product. I can't wait. I think I'm going to order about 10 of those right now since you
Yeah.
It's going to be like
they're
a liquid
available.
gold. It's
Oh,
going
I'm
to be
telling you,
gold side.
I've got big plans for this product. Trust me.
Okay.
Alexander, who's next on our typed in questions?
The next person we had that typed in was Cynthia. Her question is how long should the power of 2 stay on the face?
The duo peel.
The duo peel, for
Yeah.
most people, the bare minimum that you're going to want to keep that on is 1 minute. And I say that just in case someone has super, super, super sensitive skin and it's irritating to them. You have to leave it on bare minimum 60 seconds so that you can get some benefit from it. Most people are going to be able to leave it on up to 5 minutes for sure the first couple times they do it. Then you can work up. If you want it on longer, you'll see how much peeling you get. And if you want to get a little bit more peeling, well, the way to do that is to leave it on longer. And I would say 10 minutes is about the max. If you're putting it on your body, obviously that skin is much thicker, and you're going to want to put that on a good 10 minutes. But for the face, 1 minute to 5 minutes.
Also, if you're going through an aging process in your hands, again, you can put this on the tops of your hands.
Yeah.
It's going to work nice for the aging process.
5 to 10 minutes.
If you have rough, dry feet with thick skin, You could also use this product to help eliminate some of that dead, thick skin. Also, the exfolia is another great product to use on the hands. Again, I know we talked about that, but you can also use that on your feet as well to exfoliate that dead skin and leave it. I would
I've seen
definitely,
people just leave it right on
I would definitely leave it right on the bottoms of my feet,
your soul.
talking about the exfolia, and then let it dry as a mask, and your feet are going to feel great. You get a couple of regimens going, do it for a week or so, and you won't believe the difference.
And a lot of
Your
people have the common problem. It's called KP, or keratosis pilaris, which is where you get all the little bumps on the back of your arms. Usually, it's mostly there. Feels almost like a little sandpapery. How you treat that as well is exfoliation and intense hydration. So either the peel or the exfolia, and then emu oil every single day. That's going to really help that problem.
Also, for the women or the men who suffer from razor bumps, from shaving under your neck or wherever, your legs or anywhere on your body, the exfolia is good for that. But you don't want to exfoliate or use the duo peel on a fresh shaved area.
Yeah.
You want to let it at least be a couple days of overgrowth. What's going to happen is a lot of men are dealing, and women deal with the ingrown hair problem.
Yep.
So what this is going to do is going to help unclog those pores and let the hairs grow naturally. And ingrown hair is actually a curly hair that grows back up inside. So this will take the dead layers of skin off of your areas and treat it. And
it won't be as easy to get ingrown because you don't have as much of a buildup of dead skin on your face. And that's
Correct.
That's why everybody that does peels, that they just have that glowing, beautiful skin, because they don't have all the, extra layers of dead skin on their face. It's just smooth, beautiful skin. And, the smoother your skin is from exfoliating, the less prone you are to get pimples or ingrown hairs, any kind of problems like that. So we want to keep that dead skin to a minimum. And while it's doing that, it's good for your skin too, because it's stimulating actually your skin to be thicker in the deeper layers where all your collagen and elastin are. So no matter what, your skin's going to end up being better in the long run for doing some peels in your life here.
Well, that's why my wife looks so young.
Yeah.
I'm going downstairs and I'm going to start the peels.
Yeah.
I was watching Randy as you were talking about that product, and I was watching Randy, rub his face, his chin, underneath the cheek. I said, okay, we got a new customer.
Oh, yeah. It's time to go to another one. We've got on our phone call lines, because we've got about another 8-9 minutes here. If your number ends in 2782, go ahead, 2782. Going once, going twice, gone, okay. How about 4211? If your line ends in 4211, do you have a question? 4211.
Okay.
Go ahead, we can hear you now. 4211, we can hear you. Okay, I think they muted out somehow. 4211, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. My daughter has eczema, and it's all over her body. She had to take her to a specialist the other day. I just found out like yesterday. And I was thinking about the emu oil, but now you're talking about the slim oil. For both of those combined be of assistance or what?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, the Slim R isn't out yet, but when it is, it's actually the ingredient, the go-to cola is the main ingredient that's going to be super, super helpful for the skin problems. And emu oil, of course. And make sure that she's really, I know this isn't skincare related, but make sure she's taking the vitamins, the NutriBurst. And I want to say, is it Gano or Chaga? One of them, I think it's the Chaga, really helps to flush out your system. And I have eczema too, and I know exactly what it is. I've been dealing with that for years, and it is problematic, but some of that needs to be done inside, really taking care of all the supplements. And then for sure, go ahead and put the emu on. We've seen some great pictures in our testimonials from people, some children, a lot of children, people's children. We have pictures, before and after pictures of You know, poor kids that were really suffering, and now we're doing great. Maybe you can
Perfect.
find a couple while we're
So you
chit-chatting.
say the chaga and the NutriBurst and the immuno,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah, because a lot of
Okay.
times when you end up having, you know, skin problems, it's because something's going wrong inside too. You know, you really need to make sure to support everything from the inside. You know, it's everything starts inside and ends up showing up somewhere on your body. And oh, here's
Right.
here's one of the eczemas. Can you see our screen?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Only
okay,
I
good.
just see the 6 different.
Yeah, there's one of them, and that was somebody's child. But yeah, the emo oil is going to help as much as anything possibly can help. And then when the Slim R comes out, that'll actually be a really good bonus to put on as well.
That's perfect. Thank you so much for that. Alexander, I know we've got several type questions in there. You want to try to see how many we can cover very quickly?
Yeah, I know you're pressed for time, Randy, too, so we'll try to knock out a few more questions.
Perfect.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, the question coming from Ms. Johnson saying, is it good for people that have screws in their legs?
That shouldn't be a problem. I mean, if something is under the skin, that's not a problem. When you're doing the peel, we're just working on the outer, you know, layer or two of skin. You've got a good 10 layers of stratum corneum, which is the dead skin, you know, the outermost layers. So we're not going anywhere near that. That will be absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Another question, what is the difference between the Renique and the Timeless Repair Serum?
Right, now Renique is your long-term. Renique has all the, it has the neuropeptides in there, and what those do is they build up in your skin and in the muscles actually, and they help to slow down the muscle contractions. And what that does, it doesn't stop your face from moving, but it helps to, it actually minimizes the lines because you're not tensing quite as hard as you normally could. And that builds up, that also has the collagen stimulator in there. It has Syncol in there and the neuropeptides. It's a wonderful formula. You want to put that on every day before any creams, right after you wash your face, because it's super, super packed full of peptides. It's really strong. And Timeless, or Infinitely Timeless, that is just purely instant. Oh yeah, here's our little thing. You know, when you have to look amazing right now, the second you use Timeless. And then Renique, you're just going to want to keep using and keep using because it's going to turn your skin around. And you can put it on just your problem areas, or we have a lot of people that just like to put it on their whole face and neck, which is absolutely fine. You know, we thought of it as a targeted treatment like eyes and forehead area, but you know, you use it wherever you need it. Most people, I think, put it everywhere. And then they put their cream on top, whether it's Sol or Luna, or even the emo oil as well.
Okay. Next question, this is coming in from Ann. The question is that when ladies wear the bra, they have the bra straps around the shoulders and the back, what would you recommend for them to use to get rid of the darkness? Because sometimes, I guess, after wearing it for so long, it creates darkness. What would you recommend them to use for that?
From irritating the skin. I mean, you're just gonna, that's called post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. It's been constantly irritated, and then the melanin, it just darkens in that area. So how you get that off is generally with a peel. You can definitely do a peel. You can use the exfolia, and of course use emo oil to heal. And it's not, you know what, like I said, when you're putting that on your body, let's say you do you're applying the duo, you're going to leave that on for 10 minutes. I mean, don't think of 1 to 5 minutes, because your face is so much it's so much thinner, the skin there, than your body. It's like 10 times thicker. So you want to leave it on for a good 10 minutes. I would say once a week, and that should really help to lighten it up. And the emo oil, of course, someone might have to kind of help them out a little bit.
So again, guys, these products are so versatile that you can use them for all different parts of your body. And a lot of people don't even know or never even heard of a peel, so they're probably a little confused on exactly what it does. But if you just, you know, take the time and maybe Google a peel, type in your browser and put face peel or acid peel, and you can learn a lot about the different things that a peel does. I mean, we're giving you a lot of information through our personal Facebook pages and on our skincare page. But there's so much more someone could learn if they had any questions.
Yeah, or go to a spa. A
So-
spa website's going to tell you, and they're going to show you some prices, and you'll be a little bit scared and
Right.
run right back to your TLC back office.
and remember that peels can go for a lot of money, and we have 4 or 5 peels in one box for $54.95. So
Oh yeah.
Right,
I'm
so-
thinking 6 acids.
yeah, no, we have you can get 4, 5, 6 peels out of one box since we changed the packaging, and it's great for spot treating different areas. You don't have to just do peels on your face. You can do them on your feet, your hands, your body.
And you see the whole mixture of the 6 acids. This is so we can address all of your problems with one peel.
Right.
We don't have to worry about having a mandelic one and a glycolic one and a salicylic one for this. That's good for everything. And you'll see a lot of these acids if you're looking at my screen. Phytic is for pigmentation and lightening. And citric is for spots and lightening. And lactic is, well, it actually doesn't say it there, but lactic and mandelic, those are great for lightening and pigmentation. And that's what we get a lot of. And that's on purpose. All of those ingredients are there to help give you great results.
And this is for all skin types too.
Yeah.
So all these products that we've created is for the masses of people. We had to create them so everybody could use it and everybody could get benefits from it. We created these products to be a professional strength.
Yep.
So these are not your typical over-the-counter at your corner, pharmacy or something like that. These products are have amazing ingredients in them. So
Yeah, it's not.
yeah.
Well, guys, people are begging that you guys come back again. I mean, this is amazing. I don't know what your schedule's like on Tuesday, but man, they would love to have you come back because there's just a ton more questions here, and
Right.
we gotta honor your time. So whenever, if you can have another opportunity on a Tuesday night to come back here and we can spend an hour of live talk with both of you, Kevin and
We'll
Jennifer, it would
definitely
be
schedule
absolutely
that.
phenomenal.
Yeah, next Tuesday is probably going to be a little difficult. We've got a pretty busy week, but the following Tuesday, I don't know what the date is on that, but we can look into that right now.
Oh, please let us know. We'll hold on tight. And while you guys look for that, I'm going to see if we can let, I think it's Arlita, who had her hand up for a while. Arlita, do you have a microphone? She's had her hand up for quite a while.
September 1st.
Okay, I'm not getting a microphone signal from you, Arlita, while they look for that. So
Well, how about September 1st then? That's
September
2 weeks,
1st, that's-
not next week, but the following.
September 1st?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, mark your calendars on September 1st. We're going to have another hour of live talk with Kevin and Jennifer Tilney, and we appreciate you guys getting on the call with us. It has been absolutely phenomenal. We've learned a lot today, got a lot more questions, and so, guys, just make sure you mark your calendars for September 1st. We'll be right back here, and you guys will be able to ask your questions, even more questions, and I'll tell you what, it's been phenomenal. I want to thank you guys for being here truly tonight. You've done a lot for us, and I can't wait. Guys, I don't know about you, but if you're not ordering that new product right now, don't take the chance that they might run out or run short or
That's
you know,
all right. You got
guys,
that right.
trust me, go order it tonight because
Listen,
I know I'm going to order about 10 of them myself.
Listen, I'll make this really quick here. When TLC headquarters orders a new product, it's usually pretty much a trial run order, which is limited. It's in the thousands, but it's not in the hundreds of thousands. So I would definitely recommend order this product, order it as many as you can, and
Make them order it again right away,
Yeah.
triple what they just ordered.
yeah, and have enough for yourself, and make sure you have enough to retail. Because with any new product in this company, man, it just goes so fast. But the good thing about us is we're able to keep up with all the orders. So we run our shop, and that's what we do. We manufacture skincare. So
They need it, we get
if
it.
they need it, we got it. We mix it up. It might take a couple weeks for a new order, but if we stay ahead of the game all the time, we should never run out of stock. So that's our motto. That's our goal, is to keep TLC with beautiful skin. So
Wow, I love it.
Hey, I got to ask you one quick question.
What's that, my friend?
Are you, do you do DJ on the side, radio,
No.
radio personality? Because, you know, I see your office there with the microphone and you got that radio voice. I was just curious about that.
No, not at all.
He has his own time. Well, he does have his
Yeah,
own
it's like a talk show,
right now.
man.
Yeah. In fact, we do our talk show every day, Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. And then, of course, we'd love to have special guests on like yourself. You
Right.
guys are just absolutely phenomenal. So we appreciate it. And then again, for everybody else, letting you know, guys, we'll be right back here tomorrow at 2 o'clock with some more interviews from individuals that are not only in the company, but people that are literally exploding their income. Guys, mark your calendar. September 1st, we are going to have our special guest back, Kevin and Jennifer Tilney. We appreciate you guys again getting on the call. And until then, guys, for those of you, get with your uplines. We have a special training call coming up tonight in about 10 minutes. Get your upline to get that special number and the webinar code. And until then, everybody, we're going to tell you, listen, go out there, share these products with people. Realize the power that, you know, one of the largest organs on our body is our skin. So guess what? It is, in fact, the largest organ. We have to take care of it. How you take care of yourself, ladies and gentlemen, is going to literally reflect, and you'll be able to see the difference. Thank you so much, everybody, for being on the call. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on our next call tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, everybody, take care of yourself and others, too. We'll see you soon.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye. Good night.
Great call, guys. Great call.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.